think ESPN has lost their ever-loving minds. Let's talk about it. What is up, college sports fans, fellow members of Mountaineer Nation? This is Couz, and welcome to another edition of Couz's Corner. Come in, sit back, relax. Let me pour you out yet another shot of top-shelf college sports content. This episode, we're talking about the newly released ESPN Football Power Index for preseason in college football for 2022. It might be the worst rankings in college football I've ever seen. I'm going to blow it up. If you haven't yet, please hit the red subscribe button. Give me the thumbs up if you like this video. And also, please share this out to your friends if they like college football. Now, let's get on with the show. Number 1, Alabama Crimson Tide. I have no issue with that. Alabama should clearly be the number 1 team. They've got the Heisman winning quarterback returning. Alabama reloads. They don't rebuild. They're back. They will be back. Number 2, Ohio State. I don't have a problem there either. I think Ohio State's going to be really good this year. I think they got a really good chance to make it to the CFP and potentially even the national championship game. With C.J. Stroud returning and several other weapons coming back, Ohio State's going to be really, really good again. Number 3, Georgia, defending national champs. They're losing a lot of guys off that defense that was so great last year, but they're going to replace them with even more studs probably. So I don't have an issue with Georgia being 3. Number 4, Clemson. How in the world can they put Clemson at number 4? But they lost 3 games last year. They lost their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator. And they're being replaced by unproven guys. This will be the first time that Clemson has played without Brent Venables as their defensive coordinator since 2013 or 2012 or 2013. You remember the last time they played a game without Brent Venables as their defensive coordinator? I do. So my team, West Virginia, put 70 on them in the Orange Bowl. So we don't know how good these coaches are going to be. Now, I know this is done with a computer. But somebody needs to fix this computer or smash it with a freaking sledgehammer because these rankings are just crazy. Clemson should not be 4. Now, Clemson should be ranked, but they should not be 4. Come on now. Number 5, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. There again, they lose arguably one of the top coaches in college football, replace him with a 35-year-old unproven coordinator. Now, look, Marcus Freeman could end up being a great coach. And he's very highly touted, very highly respected as a coordinator. And a lot of people think he's going to be successful at Notre Dame. But he hasn't coached a game yet, folks. He's 35 years old. He's not been an assistant coach that long. Let's not crown him just yet, okay? Let's tone it down a notch. Number 6, this right here is the travesty of all travesties. They have the Texas Longhorns, who were 5-7 last year, whose program is an absolute dumpster fire, and that's an understatement. I mean, dumpster fire is actually being kind to Texas. I mean, they've got one of their team leaders coming out publicly speaking about how the team culture is terrible. They've got the coach suspending him from the media for that, which to me is bonkers. This program is about as it might take poor old Steve Sarkisian. It might take Steve Sarkisian a decade to turn his program around. And the poor guy is apparently, from what I hear, is a recovering alcoholic. He picked the wrong job because I don't know how in the world you don't drink and coach at Texas. I mean, holy crap, what a mess. And to put them at number 6, I mean, Jiminy Christmas. This is just insanity. Number 7, Michigan Wolverines. I'm okay with that one. 8, Oklahoma. I'm okay with that one. I know, Couz, but Brent Venables has never coached either. Why are you saying that's okay when Marcus Freeman's not? I'll explain why. Brent Venables has been a coordinator for years under 2 legendary head coaches, or has worked for 2 legendary head coaches in Bob Stoops and Dabo Swinney. And by the way, he cut his teeth working for Bill Snyder at Kansas State. Brent Venables is probably one of the most well-prepared coordinators to ever take a job as a head coach. So I'm not worried about Brent Venables. And it's still Oklahoma. They're still going to be good. I don't think I'd put them at 8. I'd probably put them out of the top 10. But I'm not going to pout about that. 8's okay. Number 9, and I don't even know if I can say this without vomiting. So the Pittsburgh Panthers. Oh man, that hurt. They're in the top 10 of this FPI ranking. That hurts. But I'll be honest, I can't really say that's a mistake. They've got 17 out of 22 starters coming back. Now they did lose their quarterback, Kenny Pickett, who's going to get drafted more than likely, potentially very high. But they're returning a lot of pieces. They've got Keaton Slovis there to possibly replace him. Pitt's potentially going to be really good. But number 9, really? I don't know about that one. Number 10, we've got Auburn. There again. Has anybody at ESPN been paying attention to what's going on at Auburn? Oh, my Lord. Number 11, LSU. That might be okay, but they're again a new coach. Number 12, Penn State. I can live with that one. 13, Oklahoma State. I can live with that one. Texas A&M, Utah, Michigan State. I can live with all these. Ole Miss, Miami, Baylor, Kentucky, Wisconsin. Wisconsin should probably be higher in my opinion. I think Kentucky should be higher as well, and I think Baylor should be higher. North Carolina, Oregon, Mississippi State, and Florida. Now, those are not that bad, but there's a team missing from this list, and I got a bone to pick. Where is the Houston Cougars at? Somebody tell me where the Houston Cougars are. Now, look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I want to see Dana Holgorsen win a national title or anything. I'm not going to be his cheerleader. But Houston deserves more respect than this in this computer rankings. Now, how are they not in that top 25 somewhere? I think I looked on that list. I think they were like 39th or something down. That's just atrocious. They finished the season 11-2, won a bowl game over a Power 5 team in Auburn. They have most of their team returning this year, including their quarterback, their star running back, and their star receiver. Most of their defense, which was really good last year, is coming back. And they're not in the top 25? Somebody educate me on why Houston would not make this list. But this list is based on a predicted margin of victory over an average team on a neutral field. So based on that parameters, how is Houston not on this list? Now, that's a travesty as well. I'm not saying they should be top 10, but they should be on this list. You tell me in the comment section what you think about this football power index and why it's so atrocious, or do you actually agree with this? Do you agree with this atrocity that is this FPI that ESPN puts out? Now, I will note, ESPN puts at the bottom of the article where they posted this list, they put this list obviously has some flaws. No crap, Sherlock. It has flaws. Fix the flaws. Somebody has to put data in this computer before it spits out this information. So maybe you should look at the information you feed it to get better results next time. Because this list right here, you know what I think about it? That's where it should go, right into the freaking garbage can. Q Country Roads.